shout out and cheer. Come on, you deserve a round of applause for being that sport and being adventurous. Well, you're doing it, but let me formally introduce myself. My name is Sachin Kumbar, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you on this adventurous day that we've had so far, and an insightful day that is lined up right now for you. And आप सभी wait कर रहे हैं to know more about काला पानी, जो एक एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी कहानी है सर्वाइवल की। ये कहानी आप देख सकते हैं 18 अक्टूबर से only and only on Netflix. Well, काला पानी को first of its kind survival drama कहना गलत नहीं होगा, और जो अपने अभी on ground यहाँ पर एक्सपीरियंस किया थोड़ी देर पहले, how was that?
Exciting.
Yeah? No, I didn't really. Only two people. I think 2 people participated, or what? Okay, I had what? How many people? Yeah. I can see from there, but very exciting, right?
It felt like Kaala Paani.
And that's what the intent was, to give you that experience. And this is all about यहाँ आपने जो एक्सपीरियंस किया वही फीलिंग, रेस अगेंस्ट द टाइम वाली, चॉइस की, बिट्रेल की, सर्वाइवल की, इज एट द हार्ट ऑफ दिस शो व्हिच इज काला पानी। एंड सिर्फ जॉनरा ही नहीं, इसके कैरेक्टर्स भी बहुत यूनिक है, और ये यूनिक कैरेक्टर्स अपनी जान बचा के एस्केप करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं एक बहुत ही मुश्किल सिचुएशन से। अभी जो आप लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया वो तो बस एक टीज था, right? फिर भी आपको धड़कनें तेज हो रही थी कि will I be able to not? One of the teams couldn't really move from the first phase. Some of you did. You had to leave for certain individuals. So quite a lot of challenges. और वैसे ही हमारे characters और भी challenging दौर से गुजरने वाले हैं. Trust me, this is a very, very exciting show, and I can't wait to get a glimpse of Kaala Paani and get to know more and discuss more about Kaala Paani. And for the same, इसीलिए मैं मंच पर बुलाना चाहूँगा ladies and gentlemen, काला पानी की दुनिया को और बेहतर समझने के लिए let's call on stage Tanya Bami, series at Netflix India, on stage.
I'm Tanya Bami and I lead series for Netflix India. और अपनी Saturday evening में टाइम निकाल के हमारे साथ और काला पानी के साथ to spend these really precious weekend evenings, I really appreciate that. So thank you for coming. Escape तो आप सब लोग कर ही चुके हैं हमारे unique escape room experience से, and that was a slight peek into the world of काला पानी. But the adventure in our show, it runs way deeper. But now you guys just relax and sit back and imagine. Imagine the stunning waters of the Andamans. Fantastic actors like Mona Singh, Ashutosh Kavarikar, Amey Wagh, Arushi Sharma, Sukant Goel, Radhika Mehrotra, and Vikas Kumar. All of them in a gripping battle of survival. क्या आप सिर्फ अपना सोचेंगे या अपने लव्ड वंस के बारे में भी सोचेंगे ड्यूरिंग दिस सर्वाइवल? क्या आप खुद बच के निकलना चाहेंगे या औरों को अपने साथ बचा के निकालना चाहेंगे? Will you do what is right or what you think is right? I'm happy to say that ऐसे ही बहुत tricky and engaging situations हमारे characters face करते हैं at every stage of this series. Kaala Paani is a really distinct series. It's gripping, thrilling, and deeply emotional, with multiple characters facing life-defining choices. Every turn of the story and at every stage, our characters must make a choice. Will they flip the switch? We are really happy to get into our second collaboration with Poshampa Pictures, and Sameer, Amit, and Biswa have really been amazing collaborators, and they've brought this entire series to life, this really novel and distinct idea. So without further ado, get ready to be transported into a world where survival is not just a choice, but a way of life. Can we play the trailer, please?
Intense, right? Gripping. But trailer देखने के बाद ऐसा लगता है कि सिर्फ ट्रेलर था यार. We want the entire series right away. Why don't we just jump on to the 18th of October? But we gotta wait, for a few days to drop on Netflix. But before that, as the stage is being set for the special Q&A. We want to get insights. हम सबको जानना है और चीजें कैसे क्या. How did Kaala Paani come to life? But उससे पहले मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ because this is all about the survival of the fittest. You're racing against time. Every second counts. You all survived all of that this afternoon, right? You guys did all of that. So I want to ask first of all, what is your opinion about the trailer? If you had to describe it in one word. Gripping it is indeed.
It's engaging, gripping, emotional, intense, everything is there. We all can see. When Mona Singh is there, we are just hooked to watch her. Ashutosh Gowariker sir and all the other actors. So it's amazing to see.
Yeah, the characters definitely bring life, and they've done justice, by the glimpse of just we saw in the trailer. But I want to ask you guys that, all our friends from the media, what was your biggest challenge while you were in the escape room this afternoon?
I did not.
The timer. I'm thank God you didn't say Sachin's voice that kept telling us, do this, do that. Huh? Thank God for that. I have survived. But yeah, anybody else? It's only 4-5 people who actually participate. What about the others? All of you participate, most of you. I know nearly 7-8 teams together, so which makes it 49 or 56 people who participated so far. So they didn't survive. They did survive. Many of them survived. Come on, don't do that. But yeah.
All of us have survived without it also.
Yeah. But yeah, what was the biggest challenge that you faced besides the time, sometimes besides my voice? What was that? Time kam laga. Kam mila, usi to kehte hain. That's what is the race against time, and that's what Kaala Paani is all about. It's the first ever survival drama series in our country. It's Kaala Paani that drops on the 18th of October, only on Netflix. And I think with that, our stage is set. We are ready to get to know more, understand what goes into the making of the show. And before I take a seat, I think I should be a little chivalrous and call the others on stage. Are we ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage the visionary creators को इस मंच पर बुलाते हैं, who are a powerhouse of creativity and storytelling. Please welcome the executive producer and showrunner of Kaala Paani, Mr. Sameer Saxena. Would also like to call Mr. here as well by finding the names and getting to that. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us, and first of all, congratulations and wishing you the best for Kaala Paani. Looks very gripping, as we heard it from friends from the media as well, that it is like power-packed. We want to know more. It's like instant. We got us hooked already. So thank you for that, for giving us the best content always. Firstly, I want to say that are these the three musketeers? Do you call them the three musketeers in Netflix?
Should, right?
Yeah, you could, yeah. I'll help you with the mic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're definitely the three musketeers. We call them the OGs of digital content. They are.
They are indeed.
They know their stories, they know their characters, and therefore we have a gem like Kaala Paani coming from them.
And that's what brings me to my first question to you, starting with this. This is a mind-blowing survival drama, which is Kaala Paani. And what, according to you, sets Kaala Paani apart?
That's a really difficult question, because I think there's not one thing that mimics another title anywhere in the country, perhaps the world, with Kaala Paani. I think it was, we were totally taken in by the idea, the concept. It's a slightly futuristic world. Not a world where cars are flying, but a lot is happening that we will connect to, and a lot is happening that we're sort of worrying about today. So an extremely relatable world with conflicts, I think, that are part of everyday parlance, and drama that is just, you cannot prepare for it. It unfolds, it takes you on a journey, and for me personally, I think the theme of the wrath of Mother Nature and the conflict that it has with human nature is really at the heart of it. At the heart of every conflict, every character, every motivation. That's the beautiful story that we really wanted to tell. And the journey is super exciting. We can't wait for everybody to come and discover it on Netflix.
Expect the unexpected.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to that.
And a deep emotional ride along with that.
And just to add to what Paani just said, that what makes Kaala Paani very different from whatever else we are seeing on other OTTs, is that it's very unique, it's very fresh. This genre, survival drama, I don't think has been explored in India before. So that itself sets it apart from anything else that you see nowadays. The whole fact that it's been shot entirely in Andaman Nicobar Islands, that's also something very different. It's very unique, very beautiful place. And in that beauty of a place, when people have to survive for their life, that lends itself to a great drama. So I think that's all something which makes Kaala Paani very different.
Now that brings me to my next question, because you said, beautifully shot in Andamans, but how did you arrive at Andamans, and how did the idea of Kaala Paani come to life? To all three of you, actually.
Yeah, I guess, the very seed of this idea, the name itself, it comes from Andaman Nicobar Islands. People are aware of the cellular jail there, and Andaman Nicobar Islands, it was called Kaala Paani because of the fact that whoever went there, who were put into prisons there, they were never able to escape that place. So it started from there. It wasn't like that we had an idea and we kind of moved it to Kaala Paani or Andaman Nicobar Islands. It actually originated from there. And it was Bissu's thought, Bissu's idea. Bissu will elaborate on that.
So, as a kid, I actually went to Andaman and Nicobar, and when the guide was explaining about the cellular jail, he used this term, कि काला पानी नहीं, वो काल पानी था, and it was called Kaala Paani because the Kal means Mrityu, and basically the thought was that once you come into these islands, it's impossible for you to escape. So that's the reason why they called it Kaala Paani. And as a child, I started wondering कि अरे अगर अभी आसपास ही ऐसा कुछ हो जाए तो क्या होगा? And that thought stuck with me for the last several years, and then once I was discussing this idea with Samir and it concretized, and then the rest is in front of you.
ये बचपन का आइडिया है
Your thoughts, please. Yeah.
No, like Bissu said, I remember he had gone as a kid also, and I think he went with his wife also very recently, and he came back all excited with the thought that we have to think of some story of this place. Because apart from everything else, that place is so beautiful. We all know just about the cellular jail, but once you go there, the natural beauty there is so astonishing. Like its beaches are known to be the best beaches in the world, not just in India. And like for a DOP, it's like a dream come true. When we went for the recce, they were going gaga everywhere. So just that landscape is so unique and so gorgeous that it had to be captured on camera, we feel.
That's one thing that we want, that everyone should watch the show on Netflix first and then definitely go to Andamans once.
Yeah.
It's that beauty of a place.
Yeah.
Showcase our tourism.
We know what's on our bucket list next now.
Yeah.
But a beautiful landscape, thrilling narrative, power-packed performances, and concocted right with the emotional waves, I would say, into the series are more than million reasons for us to watch as it drops on Netflix on the 18th of October, which is Kaala Paani. And the guys who've added, the char chand laga diye hain, that is the kirdar. So I think without further ado, let's bring on the kirdars, the characters onto the stage, and I shall be chivalrous enough. And ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause and thunderous noise, let's welcome on stage Mona Singh, Ashutosh Gowarikar, Amar Wag, Arushi Sharma, Vikas Kumar, and Radhika Mehrotra. Now this is also like a mini challenge. You'll have to escape room, so look for your name, go for it. first of all, to the cast. They're raving about it. We saw just a glimpse of it. We saw the trailer. Impressed, and we can't wait for the 18th of October. So wishing all of you the best, and let's make some noise and welcome them with a thunderous round of applause. Thank you for joining us. All the efforts are getting paid soon, and the trailer's done justice. Before we open the floor for media Q&A, you know, हर चीज़ अलग हुई है ना यहाँ पर, हर चीज़ पहली बार. It's the first survival drama in India, in our country. There's also the first time that all our friends from the media went through an escape room to find their way out and had a good time through the adventure afternoon. And so let's also turn the media Q&A into a little different concept for the first time. So what I'm going to do is I will ask a few questions, then you can ask. Then I will come back and then you can ask a couple of questions. Let's do it that way. Works? Yeah? So my first question for Sameer, आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा, and then, okay, and before you ask a question, please identify yourself, the publication that you belong to, and whom you want to ask the question. से क्या होता है कि आसानी से पता चल सकता है किसके लिए ये सवाल पूछा गया है, and our volunteers will help you with the mic. So first couple of questions, I'll go ahead, and Sameer, मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि the beautiful cast, the impressive, versatile, multi-talented cast is here. How did this come together for the show, or shall I rephrase it कि कितना वक्त लगा इस fantastic cast को एक साथ लाने में?
Okay, I can give you a really long answer to this because the process was also really long. It was very exhaustive process when it came to casting, and there were some choices which were, which were really fresh for us also. I think a huge thanks goes to Vaibhav Vishant from NT Casting, who has put together this whole team. It was very, very difficult to cast for certain parts. We had, I think, tested almost every actor possible for certain roles. I think, correct. 3/4 of Versova has tested for the part. हाँ, तो ये सब जो आपके पास दिख रहे हैं आपको सारे ये, they're the best of the best. No, I am very genuinely saying that this is a phenomenal talent that we have here. No, and they actually made our lives a lot easy. No, because it was a very extremely challenging shoot, very demanding shoot. No, but these guys, they were always there to support us. No, to help us execute the show the way we wanted to do. No, and thanks to actually that's a very good point because a show which has been mounted on such a huge scale, it was absolutely great on Netflix part to let us have that freedom and to kind of support us, back us to have this fantastic team of actors, and it's because of them that the show has turned out what it has turned out right now.
So kudos to the entire cast, and a big shout out to the entire cast. And that brings me to the question to the front runner of the cast, which is Ashutosh sir. Ashutosh sir, you know आप कितने meticulously आपके projects चुनते हैं. So we would like to know about your association with Kaala Paani and Netflix, and also वो ऐसी क्या चीज थी कि क्या वो एक, there was that one line that got you and you said, I am doing this, I'm going ahead with this.
Well, the first thing, the three names, which are Sameer and Amit and Bishapati, I've been a great admirer of all their previous work. In fact, I've always been amazed with the kind of stories that they have told, kind of stories they have created, including their feature, which they just did, called Jadugar. And as a director, there was no chance of me working with them. So I thought our paths are never going to cross. So when I get a call from Vaibhav, and the three of them come to meet me, I was already in my mind saying, whatever it is, I'm doing it. And then followed this brilliant story, and I just found myself saying yes.
And we loved your character there, and also in the escape room, right? The last one, where the aakhri wala pada, the main one, yeah? But thank you so much, and wishing you the best, sir.
Thank you.
And agla sawal is for, ooh, Mona. Good to see you.
Thank you, likewise.
And Mona, this is your first association with Netflix, and how excited are you?
Well, this show, Kaala Paani, it's not only one of its kind, it is first of its kind. And with the best makers, Sameer sir, Golu, Bisu, and I'm calling them Golu, Bisu because I have worked with them before also. We did a crazy series together called Ye Meri Family. But yeah, anyway, coming back to Kaala Paani, of course, the show is super thrilling and exciting, and I'm so happy and grateful to be a part of it. And then the collaboration with Netflix is like cherry on cake. I'm very excited.
We are also, but you know what? I'm going to request you to do something for us. There's a very, very impressive dialogue that you have in the series, which we saw in the trailer, right? कि इंसान बदलाव का नतीजा है. So if we can.
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
We can flash, yeah. In that same way that you've done it.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Can we have the lines? हाँ, okay. इंसान बदलाव का नतीजा है और जो खुद को हालात के साथ बदल पाएं, they are considered to be the fittest.
Indeed. Thank you, but we want to know, how do you personally relate to this particular line, this statement?
When you watch the show, everybody will be, able to relate to this line.
So okay.
You got to watch it. I'm not giving out any spoilers.
I was waiting for that, but yeah, sabr ka phal meetha hota hai.
बहुत मीठा होता है.
I will go with that.
Yes.
But with that, now, and I'm sure a lot of friends would like, Sachin, kab? Mera number kab aayega? When will Sachin stop asking questions? But yes, I hand it over to our friends from the media. There's a mic. Thank you.
Hi, Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. मेरा सवाल पहले मोना से है और बाकी कोई कास्ट का भी अगर इस पे ऐड करना चाहे तो अच्छा होगा. लेकिन वैसे तो कहते हैं कि ज़िंदगी की भागदौड़ में, करियर की, हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ में हर दिन एक काला पानी जैसा होता है. मोना, लेकिन आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि कभी ज़िंदगी में ऐसा पल आया जो आपको काला पानी से भी बुरा लगा हो?
काला पानी से भी बुरा लगा हो?
हाँ.
सजा से, देखो
काला पानी
जो काला पानी की सजा से बुरा लगा हो. नहीं, एक्चुअली मेरे लिए जिंदगी में ऐसे कभी कोई पल आए नहीं है. बट जब हम ये शो कर रहे थे तो काफी सारे चैलेंजिंग पल जरूर आए थे. अंडमान और निकोबार आइलैंड्स में सांप निकले, बिच्छू निकले, डर लगा. अंधेरे रात में हमने शूट किया जंगल में जहाँ कुछ नहीं दिख रहा था. इट वॉज सुपर चैलेंजिंग एंड सुपर डुपर एक्साइटिंग. एज एक्टर्स आई थिंक वी ऑल वर इक्वली एक्साइटेड टू बी इन दैट लोकेशन. क्योंकि कौन है जो मतलब अंडमान जाके शूट करे? Really, it rarely happens. The weather was terrible. It was very, very hot. Not easy at all. सबके कपड़ों में sweat patches पड़ रहे थे. Makeup जा रहा था. Hair was going for a toss. But everybody was so driven and passionate कि मजा आ गया. So yes, काला पानी की सजा हमें स्वीकार थी वहाँ पे.
Anybody from the cast members कुछ शेयर करना चाहेगा?
मैं 2 शब्द तुझ्याकडून.
एक्चुअली अगर मेरा इस पार्ट के लिए सिलेक्शन नहीं होता तो शायद मुझे काला पानी की सजा जैसा फील आता. That's how badly I wanted to be a part of this project.
Okay. When I said don't shabda, he literally said don't shabda only. But thank you so much.
Just one final question for Tanya. Obviously it's been said many times, the concept is unique. But beyond this unique concept, what inspired Netflix to greenlight this series?
We get really motivated when we hear a fresh idea. I think that's really what we're here to do, to bring different stories, distinct ideas to our members. And I think, if I look at the year as it's panned out for us, and touch wood, and thank God, and thanks to all our members, it's been a fabulous year. Each series, and I can literally count down from Jan, but we're in October, so I'll spare everyone. But every series has been distinctly different from the other. Where there is a Trial by Fire, there is also a Guns and Gulabs. Where there's a Rana Naidu, there's also a Kora. So it's just been about different ideas from really, really amazing creative voices. and some of the best voices have, been amazing to partner with us, to help us really discover some stories that we wanted to tell. And I think I can happily say that members across the country are really enjoying it. We're growing at a really rapid pace. Every show, show, film, unscripted, this last quarter has just, blown through the roof for us with Guns, Veerappan, Jaane Jaan, Khufia. We're on a roll, and we're happy with the way it's rolling.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi. This is Kunal Kothari here from India Forums. Firstly, it looks fantastic. Congratulations. And my question is for Ashutosh, sir. Sir, firstly, welcome back. It's been a while. It's quite a hiatus for you.
Yes.
But my question to you is, it's about isolation, survival. As it shows, what is the kind of complexities, the emotional complexities and the trials and tribulations that your character brings to the overall narrative here?
Well, my character is Admiral Zibran Qadri, who's the Lieutenant Governor of Andamans. And evacuation is something which is prime. Safety of the people is prime. But it's a case of, when you have two paths, there's a good path and a wrong path. And you are sure that you don't want to take the good path. And you have to decide to take the wrong path because that's the only way to do it. Now, how difficult is that road is something that is, we have it, we face it in our lives also. That's the main conflict of my character in the show, wherein we have to escape. What path has to be taken?
Thank you. As we decided and we had a deal that I'm going to ask a question in between as well, right? Come on, we need to follow that deal, right? So I have the question for the OGs, which are all three of you, as Tanya has coined it. Mona did mention sweat patches, high garmi, itna kuch. So please share some anecdotes on Andamans, what happened, some instances to share.
They were just skimping on makeup.
Yeah, I think one of the first 3-4 days, I think we were shooting. I think we were shooting with Vikas and Sukant, who's unfortunately not been able to come today. But it was a scene in the forest, and they are having an intense dialogue. And me and Sameer both are on the monitor, and suddenly we see the crew is shifting behind us, like they are going into one direction, and we are wondering why noise mat karo, noise scene chal raha hai. And then one of the ADs comes and tells us in the ear, sir, us taraf saap hai na, isliye is idhar aa rahe. So the shot did not cut. These guys did not stop, but the entire crew was running around because idhar se saap aa gaya, अच्छा udhar aa raha hai, udhar aa raha hai. So that was the kind of place where we were shooting in, because apart from the beaches, it is also dense forest that we had to shoot in, which is very challenging. And like Mona said, she also shot in a forest in the night, in the rain, shivering, and then action bolo, and suddenly सब कुछ सही है, cut bolo. So those are the kind of conditions I think these guys had to put up with, and kudos to them. So really.
And then cyclone hit us like in the middle of the shoot. No, we were hit by a cyclone. We actually got stuck there. No, we were supposed to come back. We were supposed to shoot something. Nothing of that could happen just because of cyclone. So yeah, it's a long list of challenges.
I called Sameer and I said, listen, you guys don't have to take survival that seriously. It's just like, let's keep it for the screen, keep the crew safe, come back home.
On that bit of challenging and scary note, I rest my case and I hand over to our friends from the media. Please.
Hi, I'm Vijayalakshmi from Free Press Journal. My question is to Mona.
Right there at the back. Yeah.
Okay, I'll stand up for you.
No, please don't, ma'am. I see you now. Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Mona, it's been 20 years now since Jassi Koi Nahi, and you're one of the few actors we have seen dabble very successfully and seamlessly between TV, film, and now OTT. And you've had a fabulous year already, with Kaala Paani included. My question to you is, as an actor, how do you look at the opportunities that OTT provides for an actor?
Yes, it has been 20 years, and I'm seeing this, transition, and I'm absolutely loving this new whole era of OTT. The narratives have changed, the content has changed, storytelling has changed. There's so much more for women to do. We are not just cast for one positive and one vamp. It's much more than that. We are not just filling gaps. We are grey, we are flawed. There's so much going on. So I am very happy and very, very grateful that even today, I'm part of brilliant shows, brilliant narratives. So it's a beautiful phase that I'm experiencing personally, as an actor.
Congratulations. And can I please be allowed to ask another question to the makers?
Absolutely, it's all yours. They're all yours. Go for it.
Thank you. What's very fascinating actually is the symbol, which I can sense that it has been inspired from the South Indian columns that are put at South Indian residences. उनके आंगन में लगाया जाता है वो column design. So is there a correlation, speaking of the symbol?
No, it's actually, so the original symbol is it's called a triskelion, and it has a deep meaning in the show, which I don't want to reveal right now. But yeah, it's definitely connected very heavily to the story. So there's no direct connection, there's no intended connection. If people make that connection, that's fine.
Thank you so much. मुझे principal वाली feeling दे दी. Am I allowed? You are allowed, of course. Please go ahead to the next question.
My question is also to Mona.
Raise your hand. We can't see you. Thank you.
I'm right at the back, so you will not be able to see. My question is to Mona again. Again, taking that question that you've been relevant for 20 years in different avenues and places. It is not so easy. This is a survival drama, series. I want to know that what has been your basic mode of survival, because many a times you see artists lose steam, or maybe the industry not letting artists get their due when they shift from one to the other, and you've been part of so many paradigm shifts already in the industry.
I think, it's all about taking the risk. If you're not taking the risk and you're staying in your comfortable zone, then you are really getting lost and people will forget you. You have to keep changing with time. You have to stay relevant. You have to, keep reinventing yourself as an actor, as a human being. We all keep changing, evolving over the years. So I think the fact that I'm still around is because I have always, been choosy, and I've always, said yes to roles which are challenging and way different from one another. I've never repeated myself, and I'm glad that people are still giving me great opportunities, and I'm here today.
And because Mona जैसी कोई नहीं है.
You bowl us over with every act of yours. So thank you so much. And Mona ne abhi kuch sikhaya. You got to take risks. So I'm taking that risk, and I'm going to ask my next question is to Amay. Amay, I'm hoping, and because the intent is to get as much information and insights, and to know, because we're content hungry, right? We want to consume everything at one go, so we can't wait for the 18th. So I hope I can get something from Inspector Ketan here. कि आपने ट्रेलर में कहा है कि किसी भी हाल में काला पानी से निकलना है. Why is that so?
So ये काला पानी सीरीज से नहीं निकलना है, काला पानी रीजन से निकलना है. काला पानी सीरीज के सेकंड सीजन में भी जाना है इवेंचुअली. बट आई थिंक किसी भी इंसान के लिए एम्बिशियस होना बहुत अच्छी बात है. बट एम्बिशियस के साथ अगर इंसान हार्ड वर्किंग हो तो और अच्छी बात है. लेकिन एम्बिशियस और जुगाड़ू ये बहुत डेंजरस कॉम्बिनेशन होता है मुझे लगता है. और केतन का यही प्रॉब्लम है. अच्छी बात यह है कि वो एम्बिशियस है, बट प्रॉब्लम यह है कि वो जुगाड़ू है. एंड ही इज अ कॉप जिसने अपनी करियर में ऐसा कुछ किया है जिसकी वजह से उसकी पनिशमेंट पोस्टिंग हुई है अंडमान में. तो वो पनिशमेंट पोस्टिंग किस वजह से हुई है और इवेंचुअली वो क्यों वहाँ से बाहर निकलना चाहता है, ये तो थोड़ा सा स्पॉइलर है. तो मैं एम्बिशियस और हार्ड वर्किंग हूँ, तो मैं स्पॉइलर नहीं देना चाहता.
मेरा फोकस स्पॉइलर पे था. No, but wishing you the best, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Tanya, my next question is for you. We'd like to understand the evolution of the stories and the storytelling that you have seen. और आप कैसे evaluate करती हैं कि इन diverse stories को और newer creative voices दें?
How has storytelling evolved? I think a good story, I think the markers of a good story always remain the same. It is about the most memorable characters. It is about a unique conflict, a distinct world. And like I always say, I think a good show, a good series is something that actually stays with you long after you've finished watching it. You know, if you think back to the last show that you watched and that you really enjoyed, you will sort of be mulling subconsciously over some of the, you know, elements that are unresolved, and that's exactly the, you know, the opportunity available for series, that's what keeps you going, and then you want the second season. The minute we announce a second season for any of our titles or a third season for any of our titles, the fans are so excited because they really want to find, you know, that unresolved answer. And in Kaala Paani there are many. So we're excited about that. I think we evaluate stories, I think, with a very single-minded focus on a couple of aspects. One is we're completely audience first. You know, we are in an extremely heavy growth phase, and we're clear about the audience that we're talking to. So what is that idea that will resonate with our audience? You know, we take a show like Elite, which is a Spanish show, and adapt it to an Indian context in class. Or we take a story like Scoop and we, you know, really take a true story and present it in a dramatic way. These are stories that our audiences connect with. So extremely audience first. I think a very novel creative take. You know, that something that sort of bubbles up and stands above the various offerings that exist, and we all know how much is happening in the content landscape. There are amazing films, amazing series all across. So I think how does a series sort of stand on its legs? And I think most of all, it's really about the heart, right? It is really about that one thing that connects with you so deeply as an idea that you just can't say no.
Absolutely, and on behalf of the audience, I will say thank you to Netflix for giving us content that has higher recall value and want more and more of it. So thank you.
Oh, that's amazing. So humbling. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with that, I hand it over back to our friends from the media. If any questions, go for it. Raise your hands. Our volunteers will help you.
Hello.
Yes, there we go.
Hello, hi, this is Amar from Movified. Congratulations to the whole team of Kaala Paani. The trailer looks brilliant and seriously something unprecedented. My question is for Vikas. Hi Vikas. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands provide a stunning background for Kaala Paani. How did the location affect your performance? Because it must be challenging, but it's also pretty beautiful.
Yeah, the location obviously helps if you're in the real location. And क्योंकि हम लोग, you know, we go through this whole situation which we have to survive through, being there really helped. And yes, it is very beautiful, very, very beautiful. They'd told us that when you go there, you will see sights that you've never seen before. And that way, it was like a paid holiday when we were not working. But yeah, working conditions, थोड़े मुश्किल थे, but why, like, it helps because you're there and it's a jungle sequence. You have a snake in the shot, like he'd said. There were chameleons everywhere. There were सब कुछ था. In fact, I began appreciating life in every form a little more because there were things in our bedrooms, yeah, in the hotel. So actually, जब मैं वापस आया, तो मैं कॉकरोच को भी ना पेपर से ऐसे उठा के स्कूप करके डस्टबिन में डालता था, या मच्छर भी नहीं मारता था. And my wife thought कि ये पागल हो गया है. So I said नहीं यार, everyone deserves to live. You know, we used to do our touch-ups in the jungle scenes, and there used to be a chameleon on my trouser, then hopping onto Sukant's shirt, and we were cool, yeah. मतलब हम लोग बैठे हुए, एक chameleon यहाँ, एक गिरगिट यहाँ, ऐसे बस चल रहा है सब. और सांप आ रहा है, वो ट्राइपॉड में लिपटा हुआ है, शूट हो रहा है. That much. Yeah, great fun.
Basically, कभी तो आओ अंडमान जैसे वाले वो
बिल्कुल मतलब
पधारो हमारे snake.
Yeah, हमारा शो देखने के बाद I'm sure people would want to go there.
Definitely, we're looking forward to it. Now that we've heard so much, anybody else? Any questions? Raise your hand. Volunteers will help you. Yeah, thank you. Can we have the mic, please?
Hi.
Hold on, she's coming with the mic. Hold on. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. What aspects of the series do you think will resonate most with viewers?
I think we all have said it again and again that it is a survival drama and one of a kind of a show. I also feel the uniqueness of the show is that, you know, not only the performances but also, you know, जब कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत से बनाया होता है, it shows, I feel, and बहुत प्यार से बनाया होता है. First of all, I would also like to say that the kind of vision Bissu sir had, you know, when I read the script, I was like, जनरली ये होता है एक्टर्स, सॉरी बट जनरली ये होता है एक्टर्स हमेशा अपना रोल पढ़ लेते हैं एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट गो में, बट दैट डिडंट हैपन. I wanted to know what's happening to his character or her character or her character. I wanted to know everything. So that is something which I feel the audience will also feel while watching the show. And the way it has been shot, that's also something, I mean, through the trailer, it's very evident that it's very unique, very, you know, like the vision of every shot is very different. So that's something I feel the audience would take back and love.
How did you prepare for your own character as a doctor in a God-forsaken place?
So I'm playing a nurse in the show, and how did I prepare? So I wanted it to look different, and when I discussed it with Sameer sir as well, he first of all said that, you know, I think you should gain weight. So I gained a bit of weight first of all to, you know, physically, I think it's visible also a little bit that I'm looking different. That was the first bit. But I don't know how much I can say about the character. That's the only problem right now. If I tell you, then, you know, I'll give out too much. But I think probably maybe after 18th, when you all have watched the show, then I can give you the details of how I prepared and all of that. But yeah.
On your behalf, I'll still insist, I'll say Arushi, because, and Radhika, who's representing the color of Netflix there beautifully. A question for all three of you is, we want to know a little more about your characters. What can you tell us the audience can expect out of your characters?
So, my character's name is Jyotsna Day, and all I can say is that the one thing that really struck with me was the journey. You know, it literally is a character. When I read about it, I was like, wow, like there's so much to do in this. You know, there is a beginning, a middle, and an end to like, just to say that it has a full arc. And I mean, I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're getting the sketch there, but we're not able to like.
It's a mystery. It's a good mystery. Yeah.
Yeah.
18th October, you will get the.
Yeah.
Exactly. But thank you.
That's it, I feel. But you know, it's the journey is like for my character particularly. I feel हम सब किसी ना किसी ऐसे को जानते हैं ना जो अपनी लाइफ में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स चल रही हो, सर्कमस्टांसेस ठीक ना हो, फिर भी आउट ऑफ द वे जाकर लोगों की हेल्प करते हैं, यू नो, एंड टू रीच दैट पॉइंट, you know, you have to go through a journey. So that is the journey which my character has, you know, you have to bear your heart open to actually be kind and to start helping others. And I think that's the journey I had, and I also learned a lot for myself through the journey of Jyotsna.
Thank you. Wishing you the best.
Hi. So I am playing the character Ritu. She's a research assistant, not giving away much. And I'm closely working with Mona's character in the show. So we usually cannot talk more than this about the character, but what I can say is that through her you will see a journey, and that will tell you that resilience is very important, and having faith in life is very important. So if you want to achieve something, if you want to do something, and if you stay persistent and you have the faith, then you will see light at the end of the tunnel. So that's not giving away anything, but
but thank you for beautifully coining it.
Yeah.
Hi, I play this guy called Santosh. Santosh and his family. My wife is played by actor Sarika Singh, and we have 2 kids in the show, and we go as tourists. So we represent the wider audience in a way. We go to Andaman on a holiday, and then this situation happens, and from then on, it's a case for survival of myself and of the family.
You're meeting the actors today, you will meet the characters on TV.
Hanji. And yeah, that's about it. And the beautiful part is that the arc again, everyone's spoken about it. I think all of us, apart from, of course, the first thing was these guys have made it. It's Netflix. The arcs are so well written of every character that, like I said, I mean, when our friends who are not a part of the show, they came to know, oh, you were in Kaala Paani, yaar, I auditioned for it. I mean, the world was wanting to be a part of Kaala Paani. Like I said, at least 3/4 of Versova. Yeah, so we're really fortunate that we are a part of this. Thank you.
Fortunate to be there at 1/4, yeah? Congratulations on that. And with that, that's all the time we have, but we have time for 2 more questions from the friends from the media. What we're going to do is we're going to do a common question. So if you have your boom mic, any of the mics, you could put it on the table. We'll just place a table right in the center, so that way we could get the audio bite in one go for everybody. So I request to please place your mics or boom mic that you have onto the table. To record, I'm saying. If you want to record any of the mics you want to place on the table or your mic. Okay without the mics? It's cable to catch? Great. Then clean. So, time for 2 more questions, as I said, and you are waiting to ask a question. Please, can we hand over the mic to her, please? Nakki honar photo. Ajibat nahi manna. Nakki.
Hi everyone, I'm Namita Sachdev from Punjab Kesari, and Sachin, you were very nice. You're always very nice. I wanted to compliment you first, being a corporate show host and an MC also. So I learn a lot from you. So yes, all of you are looking so nice. I hope you are doing good also. Well, my question is to Ashutosh first. I want to know what new perspective are you bringing with your character in the series, since you are an actor and a director as well. So who is more commanding in the series? A director or as an actor?
You know, when I'm acting, which is very rare in the last few years, my last film was a film called Ventilator in 2016. When I act, actually the director in me is uninstalled.
All right.
You know, and because I think that acting itself is such a difficult thing to do. I mean, all the actors, any actor I see on screen and I see a good performance, I'm greatly appreciative of it. So for me, relying on these 3 became the most important. And a great bond happened between Sameer, Amit and me on set, where I could shut my eyes and just rely on them. And do as they wanted me to, because they had already sculpted the character. I just had to be and do it with the greatest conviction. So for me, it's been a fantastic experience of being as an actor on such an important genre, which is a survival drama, which has never come before. So I'm blessed.
And we all are very blessed to see you like that. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he is of course a legendary director, and and when we were working with him, he never made us feel that he is the Ashutosh Govarkar. No, and that kind of we are giving him the instructions and telling him, okay, you need to do this. It was such a comfortable vibe on set. No, that it became just very extremely easy to work with him. He was just like any other actor. No. So, I mean, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Honestly, to let us work with you. हमारी पहली इमेज तो सर की actually before, I mean, he directed the big films.
Correct.
हमारी कभी ना के एक्टर ही थे.
Yes.
तो एक्टर की ही पहली इमेज थी.
I was like, ये drumsticks लेके नहीं आया set पे.
मैंने अभी recently कभी ना देखा है. I was actually recalling everything.
Correct. But Kaala Paani is unique because Ashutosh Govarkar is also there. You don't see him very often. That's why also.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we're really glad that we're going to see you after a long time. Well, Mona, my next question goes to you. What is the secret recipe behind making each and every character of yours so effortless on screen? Whenever we see you, we are hooked to watch you. And you're so innocent smile, so natural, effortless smile.
Well, when people say, oh, you're such a natural, oh, this was so good, there's a lot that goes behind it.
Absolutely.
So there are a lot of rehearsals, there are a lot of workshops, and there's a lot of back and forth. It's a creative collaboration, and I absolutely love it. This whole new shift of OTT, bound script in hand, because coming from TV, we never had that privilege of rehearsals or having a script in hand. We used to get garam script on shoot. Ye lo ma'am, shoot kar lo.
मुझे लगा खाने की बात होने वाली है.
So, things have changed, and a lot goes behind, creating a character, like I said, and a lot goes to writing. So, half of our job is done with great writing. You just got to remember your lines, your cues, and your mark, that's all. And then people call us natural. Well, it's...
मैं ये भी पूछना चाहूंगी, विकास, आप डायलेक्ट ट्रेनिंग भी देते थे सब एक्टर्स को? Strictly Vikas on Instagram, right?
नहीं, I do that too. I'm a dialogue coach, but यहाँ पे मैंने जो मेरी पत्नी बनी है,
अच्छा,
सारिका सिंह, उनको थोड़े बहुत टिप्स दिए थे. She's a fabulous actor. Didn't need much, but yeah, wherever I could. And she was a good student.
Very nice. मुझे लगता है पूरा इंटरव्यू ना हो जाए माइक दे देते हैं ना. Thank you so much. Thank you. I wanted to ask everyone.
Lovely seeing you here.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, and so am I. Happy to see you all.
Thank you for your question and the compliments, and thank you to all our friends from the media. With that, जिस चीज का इंतजार कर रहे थे for that photo op, a family photo op of Kaala Paani, may I request all of you to please step forward. We'll also request